Hi everyone. Today's video is going to be on 15 tips for the plus size sewist. So if this is something that you're interested in hearing more about, stick around. All right, well, I have my notes here, so I will be looking down at these to make sure that I don't miss anything. You know, sewing is such a wonderful thing that we can do. We can create clothes that fit us perfectly. And that's also true for the plus size sewist like myself. I am not excessively large. I'm not excessively small. I am plus size. And I found these tips very helpful, so I wanted to share these with you. So tip number one, take accurate measurements. You want to make sure you measure your bust, your waist, your hips, and any other measurements you might need to make your garment come together nicely. Tip number two, choose the right patterns. When you go looking in the store for the patterns, or if you're ordering them, look to see the size range on there. Sometimes it will let you know that it's for plus size individuals. I'm going to take a sip because I'm thirsty. So make sure that the plus size or the patterns can be easily adjusted to fit your measurements. Tip number three, choose fabrics wisely. Opt for fabrics that drape well and are comfortable, such as jersey, rayon, cotton blends, things like that. Tip number four, make a mock-up, make a toile. There is nothing worse than cutting into your precious fabric and then your garment does not fit you the way you imagined it in your mind. So definitely do a mock-up first. It's just a test garment. Number five, adjust as needed. We, as plus size sewists, most of the time we struggle, or I struggle. I'm going to say what I struggle with. Like full bust adjustments. I have to do a full bust adjustment pretty much on almost every garment I make because I don't get a good fit, or it's made for a B cup individual and I am not that B cup. I'm well into the F's and G's. So it's important that you adjust as needed. That was five. Okay, number six, focus on fit adjustments. What I just kind of said, pay attention to areas like your hips, your waist, bust, shoulders, where you have to do different adjustments to help make your garment fit you better than just straight out of the packet. Most patterns will not fit you straight out without any adjustments. There usually is some adjustment needed, and that's the beauty of sewing. We can do that. Okay, number seven, use stretch fabrics wisely. So if you're using stretch fabrics, make sure to use the right type of needle. So if you're using a woven, you're going to use I use a universal needle for almost everything, but when I'm sewing with stretch fabrics, I do use a stretch needle. Okay, and then it says consider the stretch factor in your pattern adjustments. Okay, number eight, choose the right tools. Walking foot, if you are working with like slinky fabrics, or you want to make your fabric go through the sewing machine evenly, a walking foot is a great accessory to have so that your garment will come out looking nicer. Number 9, this is a big one. Practice patience. We get so impatient sometimes when we're sewing, or we get frustrated, but you want to practice patience. Take your time. Go slow. It's better to go slow than it is to go fast and mess up. I just did that recently. I thought I was sewing my shoulder seams together correctly. Instead of sewing it right sides together, I sewed it wrong sides together because I was rushing. You don't have to rush. Take your time. If you feel like you're getting impatient with yourself, take a break, take some time, and then come back to it when you are more settled to, excuse me, you're more settled with wanting to sew. Okay, number 10, join a sewing community. And we right here, we are our own sewing community here on YouTube and on Instagram. You have plenty of people who love to sew, and they offer their advice and suggestions and any helpful hints to get you through making whatever it is that you are making at that point. So take advantage of the sewing community. Number 11, consider your style. Think about what styles and silhouettes you feel most comfortable in, and this can guide your pattern choices. So if you like, I like somewhat A-line skirts. I love dresses because I don't have to worry about matching a top or bottom. This right here is my favorite dress, Cashmere Rivermont dress. This particular, I do like this one, but I have made 4. I really like it. So you choose your style. Choose your style. Number 12, it says use bias tape and facings. For necklines and armholes, using bias tape or facings can provide a cleaner finish and a better fit. I now like bias tape. I did like facings at one time. This has a facing, and I do like it, but I struggle with them. So I leaned over and tried bias binding, and it came out perfectly on a garment that I made. It was a top, and I absolutely loved it. So I've been using bias binding over facings for a little bit now. Number 13, experiment with layering. So if you're working with patterns, try layering different pieces to see how they look together and fit your style. I am not a big layerer. I can say that. I don't, but I see many of the ladies and some gentlemen on YouTube and Instagram layer their garments, where they have a vest on, or a different type of a top or sweater, a cardigan, to layer and make the outfit come together even more nicely. And that works very well for us plus size individuals too. There's nothing wrong with layering. I think you want to feel confident and comfortable with whatever you have put together. So layering is part of it as well. Number 14, take advantage of online resources. There's plenty of online resources that you can go to help you with sewing. We reach out a lot of times just to each other to get help. I am right here, my projector. I use the online Facebook group to help me when I run into challenges with using the projector. But there are sewing communities, plenty of them on Facebook. Take advantage of those resources to help you with whatever it is that you're making, to come out with whatever it is that you want to do. And the last step or tip is enjoy the journey. Don't sew when you're frustrated and mad. Your garment will come out not right. I like to sew when I'm happy. And I know I was sewing earlier today and I noticed I was getting tired and I kept trying to push through and I made a mistake and I had to pull out my seam ripper and start again. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I just want to enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, and make it turn out to be a beautiful garment as a plus size individual. So those are my 15 tips. Thank you so much for watching. And you're not getting away without a scripture. No, no, no. And the scripture is Jesus wept. That's my end. Thanks for watching. Please, if you found any of these tips helpful, or if you know any others that are helpful for the plus size sewist, please leave those down below. Let's have a conversation, and I will see you in the comments, and you'll see me on my next upload. Bye for now.